Namaste, cosmic beings. I hope you're well. So I wanted to do a transmission about you. The fact that you, yes, you are the antidote to all the threats to human civilization, to planet Earth, to all sentient beings. You are the antidote. It doesn't lie in some vaccine, magical pill, magic wand, or magic feather that someone's going to shake at you. No, 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 no. It lies in you. Your consciousness, connected to the consciousness of everyone else, of everything else within this field of our reality, planet Earth. Our united collective consciousness is the antidote to the threats to humanity, to our individual threats and our collective threats. It doesn't matter which conspiracy theory, which reason, which province you think this came from, which place, what cause you think this is about. It doesn't matter. And actually, that stuff is just kind of all contributing to this bug mutating. Our consciousness, the energy of our consciousness is so powerful that the projections, the negative projections of our fear and our insecurity, which stems from our trauma, our collective trauma, as well as our individual trauma, this fear, individual collective trauma, individual collective fear that we're in. This is why it's so connected. This is why this bug is becoming pandemic. It is spiraling because our fear and insecurity is projecting onto it. So we are the antidote. Our consciousness is the antidote. We can come into love and compassion for ourselves and for one another, starting with ourselves, because if we can't be kind and compassionate to what's coming up in here, the fear and insecurity that's coming up in here, we're not going to be able to do it for other people. So once we can come into compassion and love for what's arising within us, we can do it for all of humanity. And we can be the antidote to slow down whatever weird things are going on out there. And it's not just this bug. There are lots of bugs. There are lots of threats to civilization, many, many, many threats to our planet. There are oil spills happening every day. There are new bugs. I almost said it. There are new bugs and new bacteria and new just being created all the time. And we are the antidote. Our consciousness is going to rise and transcend us above the fear, so that our energetic projections of love and compassion is going to heal ourselves and heal others. It's old news, old science, very old, that a positive mindset has physiological impacts on our biochemistry, particularly the heart, the cardiovascular disease, the immune system, the autonomic nervous system. The vagus nerve responds to hugs and love, and the vagus nerve controls inflammation. It modulates our trauma response, our psychological response. This is old, it's old news, but because it's not in the mainstream, because we haven't allowed it to come into schools and all this stuff, we just kind of go, oh, well, that's just quackery, pseudoscience, it's not real. The amount of people that have contacted me without even researching any of this to tell me that what I'm talking about is nonsense, it's a lot. Surprising to see how many of us really, because we haven't heard of it in a newspaper or at school, think it's not real, think it can't be true. But there's this whole world out there of amazing, incredible, cutting edge, progressive, forward thinking research done by these scientists that tirelessly work away, knowing that they're going to be, ridiculed or whatever because it's not mainstream yet. Nevertheless, this old evidence is there. And you know what? I don't even feel the need to share any of that with you because we've moved beyond that. So if we know that our consciousness impacts the physiology and the biochemistry of the body, it makes total sense that our consciousness can have physiological, physical impacts on other things, not just within like the heart or the mind. This is a particular field of medicine. We're talking about the molecular level, the subatomic level, the quantum level that our energetic projections are impacting. So we are the antidote. Our consciousness is the antidote. And the fear perpetuated by the media is just seeking to keep this thing going. Keep it going, keep it going, keep us in fear, keep it going. For whatever reasons, again, I'm not going to go into that. It's just not necessary to incite more, fear or stuff. Like, we all have our own understanding of what's going on and why it's going on. And I will share a little bit about that because there are some relevant bits that we need to know in order to upgrade this body, empower this body, because this is still our vessel. So we can raise our consciousness as much as we want. The vessel needs to be there. We can't feed it with crap. So we are the antidote. Our consciousness, and as we raise our consciousness, we want to put beautiful things in our body. We want to nourish ourselves in different ways. We want to meditate and be in nature and do all of these things that are conducive to raising consciousness, raising our vibration, keeping our frequency high. Yeah, high. We want it to be like buzz, because actually we cast a net of light out, and all those people that are in fear and worry and anxiety and insecurity, some of them quite rightly because they, have been unwell or whatever, we can bring those people into our net of light and we can have an impact on them, on their consciousness. And those of us that are in this path of ascension, it's really important for us in this time to just be objective, be logical, be calm, not engage in like conspiracy theory talk, and be factual. Get the facts, bring them to people, be solid, be stable, be grounded, cast the light out with love, and be a pillar of light and bring those who need it into our light. So you are the antidote. And I am going to enjoy sharing more and more of these transmissions with you about how you can activate the technologies within to be the antidote and to beam the antidote energy out to the world. I bow to the guru within you. You are innately a teacher, and the wisdom lies within you. Activate it. Namaste.